Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sohum Reactions. Peace, love, and positivity to you. Today's album request comes from Thomas, who's sending us the 55-year-old Santana 3. 55 years ago, this album got released. That feels like an insanely distant number, but it's true. And I'm sure many of you guys who've been listening to Santana over the years are also baffled by it, but aren't that surprised given that you've probably been listening to Santana for some time. There's a good chance that if you're new to the channel, you may not know this, but I have also been listening to Santana over the years. Very early on in my guitar playing career, I actually learned how to play a few Santana tracks. Definitely took some doing. You know, Santana style, it's very percussive, very groovy. A lot of the playing itself is eclectic. You're not just reliant on one guitar technique. You have to be prepared to employ a great many, and then still you won't capture the exact magic, the exact timing that you'll hear in Santana's music. It's just honestly so creative and so fun to listen to and play. And today, from start to finish, we're going to hear Santana 3. A bit of a caveat here. There's a few tracks that on this record that I've heard before. I actually gave a reaction a while ago to, I think it's Taboo and Toussaint L'Ouverture. But besides those two tracks, I haven't listened to any of the other stuff. We're just going to hear it from start to finish, and hopefully I'll give you my more seasoned take this time around. And before we jump into it for real, I wanted to read off what Thomas wrote about the record. So Thomas wrote, "I've seen Santana over 20 times throughout the years, bought most of their albums. It's amazing how they've evolved over the years yet stayed true to themselves. Santana 3 is a perfect album. Early Santana with Greg Raleigh on keys and 16-year-old Neil Schon on guitar, the co-founder and lead guitarist of Journey. And we've heard Neil on the channel before. The dude is a beast, and at 16, in the context of Santana, I mean, he had an illustrious career already at that point and definitely added to the resume after, but a lot of good stuff to look forward to today. Thank you once again to Thomas for the album request. But yeah, without further ado, my friends, let's jump into it. Grab your drinks, grab your snacks, all that good stuff. Let's dive in. I'll also be doing ratings for the album. This is a new feature on the channel for these album requests. Yeah, and Santana, it's always a mix of percussive feel and melodic groove. Depending on the song, either one of those dials is turned up more or less, but you're going to have both. Yeah, it immediately is catchy. You can hear the keys, the layering there. Perfect unison between the guitar and keys. I love how this already feels like it's hyping up the entire record. Definitely gives intro energy. I'll let it collapse into a dying star. Hear that crunchy tone? It's always so fun to pick up on these melodies. because when you hear them for the first time, it's like you're hearing it after, you know, it's like you've already heard it before, essentially. It's a guitar frenzy, man. This is a guitarist's dream album. Like blowing the roof off immediately. See, normally the chaos would throw me off, but like I'm used to it with Santana. I'm sure you are as well. Very cool. Okay, let's I'll give a preliminary rating for now and see if we have to modify it as we go. I was very proud of coding the graphics for this. And the thing about like Santana albums, it's like, and just Santana music, I've always loved just letting the music kind of flow. I'm not going to try to pause this one too much, because I almost feel like with Santana you don't want to treat the songs independently for real. Though you can, there's a fluidity that exists across tracks that I think deserves to be retained. Notably, this song is a little bit quieter in dynamics. No one to depend on. There you go. Why does my brain think like Stevie Wonder would perfectly cover a song like this? And maybe a Tommy Bolin. That I can depend on. Ain't got nobody that I can depend on. Just use this one line as your kind of springboard for every other melodic embellishment you'd like. And it's like a pseudo chorus because it's not a larger section, it's just one individual line. But you can repeat it anywhere and as many times as you'd like. Okay, now we've shifted the feel. Before we had maybe like a consistent like verse chorus structure. Now we're out in the in the wasteland maybe. Let's see where we go. Gotta turn it up just a hair. Ooh. It's not the set of effects I was expecting. Oh, this is strange. That guitar is so panned far right. nice in the center. You hear the shift? Banger. This to me is already like a clear 9. Or like a 9.2. Oh yeah. And the thing with Santana is you're always gonna find like some fun groove to like center yourself back on. Whether it's Latin infused or whatever is almost besides the point, though it'll often be in that domain. This song makes me think of Virtual Insanity. I don't know why. Maybe it's like the timbre of the vocals. Oh, I like the outro. Oh, and then it echoes into the distance. It perfectly enters into Taboo. Taboo is like, I'm pretty sure one of the album's like more well-known songs. Such a textural experience. It's not even sound, it's just the feeling of each sound hitting in your eardrums. Their placement, their relative distance to one another, how loud and quiet they are. Oh.
I lay not sleeping. Don't know what to do. Laid out and waiting.
Oh, the melody. I love the call and response to from the vocals to the guitar.
Pass so slowly, time without you. I can't say why my open eyes can't see. So much to look by, so many things to be.
So do we qualify this as like a ballad?
Can't keep looking.
It's a very bluesy Santana, that's for sure. It's such a beautiful melody. Makes me think of Joe Bonamassa mixed in with Santana. God, the drumming is stellar. In this little moment here, like there's so many great moments. I'll hope to point out the ones that really resonate with me. The sustain there into that section. Let's hear it again. So even keel here. And the slight dip at the end to find the new pitch at the bottom. It's allowing the solo to breathe, you know, allowing the pitch itself to just explain itself to the crowd. You don't have to do any other embellishments at that point. Oh, we're traveling now around the world. so many catchy motifs. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna rate this song highly. Already in the 9s, absolutely. Oh, not a huge hit. Oh, that's an even better decision. To quiet all back. That's a banger, dude. Taboo is a banger. Sometimes the vocals remind me of John Mulaney from Muse. You guys listen to that band? I may have to up the rating too. This song just gets better and better. That gives me chills. Listen to the scream of this guitar, the life being just beaten out of it. I don't know. Oh. I wish my guitar teacher showed me this song many years ago. It's a banger. Actually, I'm changing my rating. I don't care. This is a 10. 10. Absolute 10. Taboo. Maybe it's an underrated song. I don't know. Sometimes like I'll end up really liking the underrated tracks. I guess just on my screen, judging by the Spotify streams, Taboo is actually a lot less famous than I expected. So Toussaint, this is to me like kind of a crazy exploration of a song. It sprawls all over. It starts very rambunctious. And I wish I could speak more intelligently about the beats that we're hearing. There's a lot of complexity and cool stuff happening there. I just can't put words to why it's so cool and different from each moment. This is like a song to me that like they're kind of taking the kid gloves off. Let's show you guys what we really have. That looping bass line. All the movement is in the keys and then transferring to the guitar. Cool. I don't think I understood that was what was happening the first time I heard this track. Now I'm getting a lot more clarity around this one. Oh, yeah. This makes me want to dance, man. My dancing is just air drumming and air guitaring and head banging and shoulders side to side. It's cool. I don't remember that. This song is also easily in the 9s for me. Like the guitar. Let's put a stop to all that fun. Let's go emotional now. I gotta turn this up even more. Hopefully it's loud enough for you guys. I love the staccato in there. The transfer back into guitar, but with that tone in the left headphone, it's constantly revolving. Holy, the chills are real. This is another banger. This is another absolute. There's no alternative rating here. All the cascading notes, dude. It is such a joy to listen. Holy. If there was, I'm just gonna quickly pause it here. If there was ever a complaint I would have about that song, it's that it just ends so abruptly. Like, you know, I'm not going to take off points for that, but it does have an abrupt ending. And honestly, I feel like the song just has so much energy in it. I don't want it to stop. I would actually prefer in this moment a fade out where it just continues to sail off into the distance and we can still hear it. We can pick up on the dregs and then eventually we transition here into Everybody's Everything. But yeah, I'm not going to knock it off. Just, you know, it was very abrupt from how much energy we had, like pretty much accelerating all the way up until the end where we just get that sudden drop off the cliff, kind of like Roadrunner.
Let your spirit dance, brothers everywhere. Let your head be free. Turn the wisdom key. Find it naturally. See your lucky to be. Dig this sound. It's been around and round and round. Get out your cold feet, baby. Something on your back. Let down.
You know what's weird about this song is like I have a harder time understanding the macro direction of this track than I did for Toussaint. Kind of feels like the song is circling a little bit.
Time for you to all get down.
Back to the keys. Taking the beat as per usual. And then the delayed hit after the drum roll. That's a cool moment.
Let your spirit dance, brothers everywhere. Let your head be free. Turn the wisdom key. Find it naturally. See your lucky to be.
This is going to be a weird comment, but I think it makes sense. I feel like this song, if reimagined slightly, could fit the Dave Matthews Band exceptionally well. And we know there's been crossovers between like Dave Matthews and Carlos Santana, so it's not out of the realm of possibility, but some part of this song feels like if we gave Dave a shot at the vocals and maybe to slow some of the instrumentation down, we could get something pretty cool. This is already really cool, but it's a different focus.
Turn the wisdom key. Find it naturally. See your lucky to be. Now time for you to all get down.
Cool. Jam-packed with energy.
Time for you to all get down.
Oh, and a pure rhythm here. It's a cool track for sure. I say, my gut tells me this is an 8.6, which I have to, I think, lower Batuka by a little bit to make that fly in my head. So I gave Everybody's Everything 8.6. I lowered Batuka from 8.6 to 8.4. Yeah, we'll see where we go. Guajira, not to be mistaken for Gojira. Guajira, okay. That's a very, very catchy melody. You can hear the guiro. Cowbell. This is a groove. Probably the most swanky song on the record thus far. Oh, wow. I thought that was electric guitar. That was just somebody yipping, going crazy. I wonder even if the song is going to give us electric guitar. Oh, the jazziness in that. This song is going to get rated highly as well. Great melodic layering here. There's so many ideas that are just happening in sequence, but then they layer occasionally, exit and then enter at different points, and then we get a crazy solo from an instrument. Ah, there's raindrops, beautiful raindrops falling into my ears. This is at least the 9.6, that's the floor. I'm bumping it up at least 0.1. Each 0.1 is exponentially harder to attain, but they are attaining. Here's the guitar. The feel changes as the guitar enters. This solo is the most sparse of all of them. A lot of chromatic action. Fattier tone now in my right headphone. We were in the left previously. It's still in lockstep with the beat. Oh wow, that was an interesting solo. I was expecting a little bit more, but I think that's not going to take away from the rating at this point. They're opting for more simplicity, I guess. We may have more in the tank. Tasty. Finding microtones on these bends, by the way. The whammy getting some love. I mean, I feel like it's one of the most unique songs on the record. Yeah, I think 9.7 is appropriate. I wanted to rate that song higher, but I think I wanted a little bit more from the solo. Oh, have I heard that before? Sounds familiar, but there's a few Santana riffs that can go this way. I don't think this is it. I don't know this one. sounds like this guitar is kind of underwater. At least the left-hand one. The right one is doing all right. I can hear it more clearly. Starting to get overwhelmed. Back to guitar. It's a lot of just like playing off of each other. It's super dynamic, so like whatever energy they feed off of during their live performances comes from the other. Obviously it's an extension of the self and what the song requires, but it's always just fluid. I can't imagine these songs were recorded in anything but one take. It's just so streamlined. It just keeps going. I don't know when we're gonna stop. If we're gonna stop, we just keep finding a new player to do something more creative than the last. Back to the original riff. Like, I like this song, and then part of it confuses me. Probably like the 8.4. I feel like Batuka a little better. Alright, found this. That's a blistering song. Let me talk a little bit about that one. So Jungle Strut, like, I think it's probably the most dynamic song on the record, maybe outside of Toussaint. It's so winding. Like, I at moments had trouble like figuring out where are we trying to return to, if any place. And the thing is, you don't have to find like some tonal home when we solo all over the place. We can kind of just enjoy the virtuosity of each of the players, and that is generally enough. But like, I don't feel as much of an emotional tie to a song like that. For me, I need like some more like punchy melody to hang my hat on, and like the melody that we're presented with up front is like the kind of unison riff that I kind of thought I heard before. I like it. I don't love it. You know my point? Let's keep going. I think this is the second... Yeah, this is the second to last song on the record. Kind of flies by, actually. Think about how many thousands and thousands of notes were played. Oh.
With me, brand new day, fresh new way to live. The morning is calling. Walk with me unto the sun. Everything is coming away.
Nice. This is probably like the most straight up song so far, but it has all of that Santana flair. Yeah, this makes so much sense. Ooh. Oh, that's majestic, the return.
Reaching out to you. Take it, darling. And lead me on, yeah. Everything is coming our way. Everything is coming our way. Everything is coming our way.
Oh, I'm reminded of Queen when I hear this harmony above. And sometimes in the keys I'm reminded of John Lord or Deep Purple. But because John can go more like of a Baroquean style, then sometimes I can quickly veer away from that thought. But shout out John Lord regardless. Dude's a beast. Greg is an insane player. Wow. Dude, what's crazy, I just looked at the runtime of this track. We're only at 2.5 minutes of the 3:15. I feel like we've been listening to this for 5 minutes, and that just goes to show how many quick transitions we have from section to section. And maybe that's been the case across the discography, but like you think of a song section, like a verse, and you're like, okay, we're going to be here for 30 to 45 seconds, and then we're going to make our way into the pre-chorus, which is going to last another 15. And you can see how like the time can add up. Santana, they don't waste any time. They just get right into the action.
Everything is coming our way. Everything is coming our way.
This is another banger song. Got some high ratings in this one. On the 2, not the 1. I like that song is very like lyrically optimistic, and the music echoes that same sentiment. And here we are at the end. Oh, and we're announcing it to the world. Huge trumpet. para los Rumberos. I'll look that up. For the party goers. The trumpet just makes it so climactic. This drum sends you into a tizzy, man. It's hard to wrap your brain around. So I want to, like, my brain naively thinks it's going to be a simple gallop, but it's always more complex. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, and then you just dance off into the sunset. Wow. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is Santana 3. Let's talk about this last song, and then we'll do the whole album review at the end. But man, oh man, that felt like a very climactic song. I think being the closer, the vibe of the trumpet really set the tone. It makes a lot of sense. I will say it probably was, outside of like the trumpet, the weakest song, but that's like when you compare it to everything else that we've heard just being bangers pretty much across the board. So like initially, without like if I didn't consider the trumpet, I would probably give this like a high 7s rating. But because of the way that this is an album closer, and it does feel very, very appropriate for all of the craziness we just experienced, it's a perfect like bow tie on the end. I feel like I need to give this at least what feels right, like an 8.3. What does that give us? I'm just trying to pass the smell test now on all of these ratings, and don't take these ratings too seriously. I will repeat this time and time again, but we cannot simply reduce a song to one number. It doesn't give you enough of the nuance. But if we do it anyways, I feel like the ratings are okay. Guajira, I'll just leave it. I think I'm pretty happy with how all of this came out. Let me know, by the way, your ratings in the comments down below. But yeah, my favorite songs, Taboo and Toussaint L'Ouverture, they're hard to pass up. They're such groovy bangers. They're so dynamic. They're so eclectic. The virtuosity in those songs blows me away. Certainly it blows you away too. I have such a fun time listening to Santana, man. Like, this is actually probably the first time I've ever listened to a Santana album from start to finish. Because like I said, I've heard plenty of Santana in my life and a lot of like disparate songs here and there. But now I feel like I have some solid ground to speak on when it comes to this band. And my God, dude, everything that I expected from them was delivered in this album and then some. The thing that I will include in the then some is just the sheer velocity of all of the decisions that they're making. These songs are very, very fast tempo. So like the transitions that we get from section to section, they don't give you as much time to really sink your teeth into. So like for me, I feel like there were a few moments in the record where I was overwhelmed, but had I not had Santana experience before, I would have been overwhelmed for the entirety of this reaction, save for maybe Taboo and Guajira, and maybe Everything's Coming Our Way. Like those songs on their face feel more digestible for like a newcomer. But yeah, I can't even imagine like what somebody who is not familiar with guitar, Latin style of music, like any combination of the elements that make this as standout as it is. I can't imagine how they would interpret something like this. I would imagine they would say something like, man, this is some kind of musical chaos. A lot of it sounds good and there's a lot of things happening, but I can't make heads or tails of it. Now, being Sohum sitting in this chair, I can make sort of heads and tails. And the thing is, even though you know what's happening sometimes at the detail level, again, the velocity of decision making makes it that much more impressive that all of these creative ideas are being strung together. I mean, of course, you're going to be practicing, you're composing on your own, but like they're also soloing. They're also doing so much improv, I'm sure, to put this record together. You know, it was 55 years ago, so maybe some of that knowledge is no longer available to us. But if you guys know like any of the backstory behind Santana 3 and maybe just Santana's like music in general, please feel free and share that with us in the comments below. Yeah, my favorite tracks, Taboo, Toussaint L'Ouverture. I feel like Guajira was it's also, I mean, I give it a 9.7. It's also a track that, like, for a different reason, is going to be really high up there because it's a different feeling that I get listening to, like, Guajira than I do Taboo. Because Taboo, like, melodically was closer to Guajira, but in terms of the instrumentation, we had a lot more complexity. Whereas Guajira, I think what drew me in was more of the beautiful melody. And then when you have all of the guitar and keys work around it, kind of adding to that already beautiful melody, you just stack points. The song that confused me the most, not that you asked, but here I present, is Jungle Strut. Batuka, I feel like I need to listen to that song again to like properly characterize it now, because like it definitely is an intro song. Like of every single song we heard, there's no better song to put at the front of the album than Batuka. And I feel like I need to appreciate it from that lens a little bit more, because like if you just think about listening to albums of music in general, it's not enough to just like hear all of the, in this record, 9 songs and then treat them as like independent tracks from one another. There's a reason they are ordered in this way. There's a flow. So I feel like the flow, the energy that we started with Batuka and then leaning into No One to Depend On, it was a bit of like a bottleneck that sort of happened once we got to No One to Depend On, because it went more lyrical. But then in Taboo, we got a beautiful blending of both. I think that's what also sets Taboo up very high for me. And then also some of like the bluesy or darker melodies that found their way into that track, then into Toussaint, which is just another banger. Santana, man. Maybe there's more Santana records that like need to be listened to ASAP. So if you guys are interested, you can make a reaction request below using the first link in the description box, or you can scan this handy dandy QR code on the screen. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Thomas for the album request today. But that's it for me over here. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care and peace.